before we get started, hey, hit that thumbs up, like button. I'm not sure what the stats was on yesterday, but man, I sure got a lot of comments, so that was fun. So many people don't watch to the end, and they forget it's April Fools. So sometimes you just gotta have a good time. That's the first time I pulled an April Fool's joke, so I got a couple of people real good. My closest friends are the ones I got the best. So that was fun. But hey, I am really planning to get married later this month. So I'm not sure if I'm going to try to do a live video of it or something like that. But we're just going to keep it modest, not complicated, not run up some tab on it. It's just not real smart to run up and get in debt for something that could be as basic and ceremonial as getting married. If you got it, spend it. But if you don't got it, don't go in debt for it. Just do what you need to do. Make sure that you express your love, care, kindness to each other, and get it done. People like to complicate things, man. Life is complicated enough without complicating things even more with big ceremonies and stuff like that you don't have time for, can't afford, stuff like that. We could plan something out for 6 months and save toward it and all that stuff, but we're just going to go ahead and do it, and be able to spend time together, have the commitment that we both want, and express that through marriage. So that's what we're going to do. Today's video, I was in San Diego still and did an evaporator for Jay. Man, those evaporators are tough, but I don't mind doing them. Yeah, people like the air conditioner working. If it's leaking more than a can of fix a leak in a 2-month period, that evaporator's got to go. I've seen people junk these cars for that, so I understand. I had a good friend named John donated a car to me because I had a bad evaporator. Heck, I think I got Pepper halfway decent deal because this got a bad evaporator. So I need to do one in Pepper, and I think Lemonades is busted. I got to do one in that car, and they just keep moving it on. So, hey, I don't know if you guys know it, but man, these R's are getting, pretty expensive if they're in good shape. They don't have to be in like new shape. They just have to be in good shape. I was telling that guy that, was trying to rip me off for the one that I sold him. Man, just pay it off and resell it if you don't want it. Or heck, work out a deal with me. I give it back to me and I'll sell it and split any profit with you. But no, he wants to do things his way, the only way, the way that doesn't complete his contract with me. So let those chips fall where they may. But some people are so narrow-minded and selfish and greedy that they miss out on a lot. They don't get the abundance of life. When you're stingy, selfish, and greedy, man, you miss out on a lot in life. People just avoid you. You keep burning bridges and stuff like that. Anyway, besides all that, I did an evaporator in this car, and I appreciate you guys' well wishes for me and the people sharing their care for me. I enjoy that, and I hope you enjoyed your day and enjoy another one today. So thanks for watching. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you could click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Time to get cracking. You guys may remember a few months ago we were dealing with an evaporator leak on this car. So we're going to rip out the dash, replace the evaporator. Here it is, folks. Nice, fresh, clean evaporator. let's get started. We also got some dash lights out in this car. I made a little diagram of the bulbs that's out. X's are out, checks are in. We had an out, in, out, 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 in, out. So about half the bulbs are out in this dash. Put this dash in this car. This car had a tan interior when it was purchased, and we converted it to a dark interior. I say black, people say charcoal, whatever. So cut this light out so we don't drain the battery and get going. Got everything done on the inside. Decided to take the dash pad off to try to reduce the stress of the weight and trying not to crack this piece across here. Has one little crack there that's not bad, and fortunate for me, it came out without cracking more. So we're about ready on the inside, working on the outside. Got most of the stuff done on the outside, getting ready to take the dash mounts loose. Then I could lift the dash out. Then I'll work on getting the air box disconnected and pull that in so that we can access that evaporator. Lots of fun. We got more of the inside stuff out. We got the ducts pulled away. Got the wire harness cut away from the box. We got the heater core removed and out of the way. We got the wire harness unplugged over there. We got the 4 bolts out across there. There's no need to remove that screw there. That's just a guide screw. We got all the blend door motors unplugged except this one. I don't think we need to do this one. I actually removed these braces off the sides, removed the power amp, and let's go outside. We got everything removed outside. We need to make sure that that's not holding that down. Got the screws out of the dash and the firewall. Got this unplugged, and we pulled the screw from way down there that held the lines to the frame of the car. I made a mistake and pulled that screw, and there was a little bit of pressure left in the system, but no need to remove that one. It's the one down there. So now I'm gonna disconnect these lines with my tool that disconnects those. Then I'm gonna go inside and pull the box in, and then take the box apart to get the evaporator out. I got both of the lines unplugged. Now I can make sure this is not hooked on the car, and I should be able to go inside and start pulling this box in toward me. Make sure nothing is gluing it, of course. Right. Alright, let me grab it with 2 hands. It's going to take 2 hands to massage it into the car. This guide right here that goes in that big hole, man, that thing felt stuck. I had to massage the whole box up, kind of lift it up off of there. Had a little catch, I guess. Then this side, had to massage the pipes out of that. A lot of times I take that 10mm out of there and let that fall in, but really probably should just leave that attached like that. So now we're going to take off this motor, take these 2 screws out, that screw out, get this out of the way. Then we'll work our way around with the screws and get this evaporator out of here. And there it is. You can see all the refrigerant down in there. This is probably the worst looking leaking one I've seen. Got it up out of here. Heck, you can see all the green on it. All over the bottom of it. This is probably the cleanest one I've seen though. Usually they are filthy, nasty, dirty. This you should probably tape on here when you go to put this back in so it stays easier. And there you have it. cleanest evaporator I've ever removed, but the leakiest one I've ever removed. Here we go, folks. I slid this in place and put some electrical tape on it because I didn't want it sliding off while I was trying to put it in. So I'm going to put this back in place, hook this inside the box the way it's supposed to go, and start putting this thing back together. Sun's trying to go down. So we got this thing pressed back in. We got the box secure. We got the flat recycle door hooked back up. We got the 4 bolts across the firewall. We got the 2 ducts back in. So now I'm going to go outside and do the hard part. Plug in these pipes. What you got to do with these pipes is adjust the angle of the plug-in and plug them in. May have to lubricate them a little bit. That's okay. That's the best thing to do, is lubricate them a little bit. But make sure you got the angle as best you could on here so you can plug these pipes in. I'll plug this big one in first. It looks closer. That'll give me some confidence to plug the small one in. I'm gonna have to bend that pipe somewhat to get that small one in. It ain't even angling close to the angle it needs to be. See, I got that thing lined up pretty straight now. I think this is about as straight as I can get it. I put a tool on it like this, put a long extension in there and twisted it and pitched it down and just kept maneuvering it until I got it lined up as best I could. So now I'm going to try to push it in. That one snapped in. Let's see if we can get this one snapped in. I'm going to try to record it so you can hear it. Crap, there really ain't no way to reach over here and plug it in. Well, can't see it either. See, that thing's got to go all the way in there. Now I got to get it to click. Got this one to click by jamming it in. I'm gonna try to put the tool on, see if the tool can spread it, get it on there. Well, I don't think that's gonna work, but let's see what happens. Nope, that's not gonna work. Well, now y'all know how hard it is. Let me find a block of wood and a pry bar, see if I get it to click in with a pry bar. It is not clicking in like that. Alright. finally got that thing to snap on. I put the adjustable jaw wrench on there. Like you see it here, that covers more than 2/3 of the ring. I put this pry bar against it like that. I tapped the back of it with a hammer a couple times. Really didn't hear it click on, but it did finally snap on. I tried to lean on it with that and it didn't work. But now you see it is clicked in and it's tight. So that will conclude with today's episode of Let's See If Robert Can Break a Sweat in 40-degree weather. And call it a night. We'll finish this up tomorrow. That's it for today's video. I have got to get moving. I got Steven's car to put together. I got Ryan's car to check out. I got parts coming in uptown. I got to do a few other things, so it's going to be a busy day. I hope to end up close to Ventura today and then wrap things up in the morning and head on into Vegas tomorrow. So that's where I'm at. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for your support and have a great day.